Hey guys, this reading is going to be for Aries for March 2024. Keep in mind that these are just general readings and they will not resonate with all of you. Only keep the messages that resonate and discard the rest. This will be for cross watchers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take a look at all of your signs to get a clearer picture of what's going on in your life, guys. Also, all my readings are timeless, so whenever you hear the reading is when it's right for you, regardless of the timestamp. Alright, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about in my dear Aries gang. You guys excited? It's almost Aries season. It's almost some birthdays, some Aries birthdays. Alright, let's see. For a long time, I only dated Aries, and it's not like I picked them by their sign. It's not like I would say, oh, only if they're Aries or date them. No, it's like back to back to back to back Aries. It was weird, and then I got back to back to back to back Cancers. It was the weirdest thing. Alright, let's see what's going on, guys. Okay, so right now, I feel like you're being very, I don't want to say stingy, but, I feel like you're hoarding or, like, saving every single penny that you have. It makes you feel secure. It makes you feel safe. When you don't, when you're more, it's telling me that when you're more like lackadaisical, I don't even know, that's a big word that I got. When you're being lackadaisical with your money, you don't feel as safe. So I feel like you have a big tendency of hoarding like every single penny. I wouldn't call you stingy, but you were definitely a penny pincher. But I feel like it's cost you some relationships. I feel like whatever relationship that you have had recently, there was something about money and the way that you are with your money. This person considered that your stinginess or your they call it hoarding of wealth, because I think the Aries I'm talking about, and flip the script however it goes with your story, guys. Sometimes the energy is backwards. Take whatever fits, okay? But if it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. But for the Aries I'm talking about, it feels like you have a lot of money, but you're very, very stingy with your money. You're very like frugal, not necessarily stingy, you're frugal. And I feel like in the relationship that you either got out of or just or it's maybe a running like or maybe it's like a running theme in your relationships that you're not very good at sharing your wealth with whoever you're with. And I feel like that has become a big problem in some of your relationships, but it's the only way you know how to be. It's the only way you know how to feel safe. You feel like if you have all this money that you'll be how do you call it? You'll be safe from like bad things happening to you. You feel like you need to have a certain amount of money set aside for your retirement. You're just like thinking really, really long term, Aries, and that's good, right? But not at the expense of your relationships. And it's not necessarily that your partner or partners, because I'm getting again that this might have been a running theme through your relationships. It's not necessarily the money, it's the generosity, it's the feeling. I mean, I'm getting a lot of things from whoever you were with, feeling like you're being cared for, feeling like you're the person. Okay, so the person that you were with that walked away because of this money issue wanted to feel like they were special. They wanted to feel like they were important. They were more important to you than your money. That's what you spending money on them meant to them. It wasn't necessarily that they wanted to spend your money. They wanted you to be freely giving of it to them, because I think this person has like a love language of gifts or something like that. And that is what was lacking, and that they were okay with that at the beginning. They were like, once Aries loves me enough, they'll start buying me gifts. But no, you didn't change, Aries. You kept being really stingy and frugal. And it also translated, well, this person, whoever you were with, right? Because I'm hearing again that the money thing was an issue, right? They just felt that they weren't important enough for you because you couldn't spend more than it's like you had to balance everything. Like everything was 50-50, and this person didn't want to live that way. And there's nothing wrong with 50-50, right? But I guess you either have to find someone that's like you, Aries, or you have to be with someone that is okay with that kind of relationship. And I feel like you've been having a tendency of leaning towards people that are not really like you, in a sense, in the stingy sense or in the frugal sense. And I feel like you live like vicariously through them or something like that. I'm getting a weird story. Like I see you like spending their money. Right? So let's see what else we get. Yeah, but I'm feeling like your person that you were with felt like you were just giving them scraps. They didn't feel like, I keep getting the money thing over and over, guys. That really hurt their feelings, and it really wasn't about the money, guys. It's about the generosity and the love. Because like I said, their sorry, I got tongue tied. Their love language was gifts, right? A big part of their love language was gifts, and you never like gave them really extraordinary like gifts, and it felt like they were pulling teeth out just trying to get you to get them a nice gift, and they just got tired of it. They started to think that all you cared about was your money, and in a way I feel like you're not gonna change anytime soon. But spirit wants you to know that if you want a relationship, something has got to change. Either you got to stop trying to make relationships work with people that are not the same like-minded like you in how finances work, or you're gonna have to change your ways. So you're gonna have to decide, Aries. I think you would have to find someone more like you in order for your relationships to work. This running theme in your relationships, it's like you go after people like this, and I'm getting that thing again, living vicariously through them. You don't necessarily, how do I say it? Let's see. You pursue people that are not a lot like you. You wish that you could be like them. You wish that you could spend money without caring. You wish that you could enjoy it. So this is starting to sound like it's more of a trauma thing that you save money. Not that it's bad, right? Or your stinginess or your frugality has to do with some kind of lack mentality, right? Because that's what you, and I think it would be a good idea to like try to heal that, because then you probably won't be such a tightwad, Aries. And because look at that, right? You're holding on to your money, like seriously. You're like not gonna let it go, right? And just, you seem like you're very confused about why people leave you. So I think, Aries, if this is your reading, the universe wants to answer your question. If you've been answering, why do my relationships never work? It has to do with this money thing, right? So, but rather than, and I'm getting the strong message that rather than find someone like you that thinks the same about money, I'm getting more that this is some kind of a trauma that you have to heal, so you won't be so, not demanding. I'm getting so many words in my head, guys, and I have to like translate like words, images. I see conversations, I hear people, I hear their thoughts, and I just have to like figure it out, right? So I'm getting more that this is like some kind of a trauma, right? Like I mentioned before, of a time where you felt unsafe because you did not have a single penny to your name, and that trauma like scares you. I hear that you lived through like a really, really hard time where you didn't have money, and I don't know, it's like you vowed never to go back there again, and there's just some things that you need to pack. You have this weird relationship with money. Not that it's not good to save, guys, because it is good to save, but what spirit is talking about, Aries, it's something that is affecting you like emotionally. There's something with money, some kind of issue that you have with money, right? This hoarding, this not having enough, this thinking that if you don't have this money, you won't be safe. It's going back to that safeness. You didn't feel safe, right? Something happened to you either when you were younger or you grew up poor. And it's going to be a different story for all of you, but I'm hearing mostly that because I'm seeing you like in ripped clothes and like some kind of a poverty, like messed up shoes, like ripped up shoes with holes. So for some of you, it could have been a way that you grew up and you never want to go back to living that way. And I'm getting again that vow that you made to yourself that you would never let yourself go back to living that way, even if it means working a million hours a week, right? You just never want to feel unsafe because of this money that you didn't have, right? And this is something that you battle with a lot lately, but you have been kind of blinded to this because I'm getting once again that a lot of you Aries want to know why your relationships don't work. And it has a lot to do with the way that you handle finances when you become like a couple with whoever you end up with. You want to keep your finances very, very separate. And I feel like you keep ending up with people that don't want their finances separate. They want all their finances together. It's like you guys just don't see eye to eye on finances. And I feel like it hasn't been the luck of the draw. You haven't just been like bumping into these people. I feel like the universe has been bringing in these people to kind of show you how this affects your life, right? Because there's no other like direct consequence of being super stingy with your money except your quality of life, right? And with this money issue, it feels like you've been being stingy with yourself as well. Stingy with other people, stingy with life. Like you won't take vacations. I mean, it's really bad, Aries. I'm not sure. You won't take vacations. You have a beat up old car that you're not willing to sell. You're like riding it till the wheels fall off, even though you have a whole bunch of money in your accounts. I feel like you have like you're on a good, retirement line, but you want more. You just want to make sure that what happened to you when you were poor doesn't happen again, or whenever you didn't have that money. All right, so spirit's starting to repeat the same thing over again about how that's why you are the way you are, Aries, because of something traumatic and being poor and not having enough, right? But I feel that once you heal this trauma, because I think that that's what Spirit wanted to talk to you about today, to answer that question for you guys, Aries. For those of you that have been asking why your relationships haven't lasted, this is one of the biggest things that it is. There could be other issues too, but Spirit really wants to talk to you about this money thing, Aries. You're not just being stingy with your lovers, you're also being stingy with yourself. They're bringing up again your quality of life, how you've kept yourself small. You've I don't know, they're showing me pictures of like things being really worn out. Like you use things like and reuse things. I feel like you become like some kind of a minimalist, because I see like you taking the last thing out of the toothpaste, or reusing a bag more than one time, or just a lot of things that are coming up. They're giving me so many examples about what you do, Aries, and your partners, the ones that you've lived with, they think you're crazy. You're so frugal. You reuse things like more than once. You're like vacuuming filters to be able to to use that filter again, and or using reusable things instead of how do I explain it? Like for example, like coffee, right? Like the filters, like you'll even go out to buy, like an example I'm getting is like toilet paper instead of filters, because toilet paper works the same, it's cheaper. And just things like that really annoyed some of your partners, but it had to do a lot deeper than that. And I feel like once you get a control of this money and let go of your lack mentality of how you I'm just getting so much stuff, guys. This lack mentality and this fear of not feeling secure because you don't have enough money. I feel like okay, Spirit's repeating it again. It's like you gotta let go of the rain, Aries. Don't go butt crazy. Don't spend all your money, but keep it balanced, right? That's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. It's all about generosity, gratitude, and just keeping balance. And it's even talking about there about shared wealth, equality. So your partners mostly are concerned about equality, right? They're bringing up in my head about how they want to feel more important than your money. They want you to be willing to give up all your money for them. I don't know, these partners that you were with don't value money as much as you do. They don't need it to feel secure, so I feel like they spend more freely than you, and they judge you. They judge you a lot, Aries, but it's nothing that you can't fix, Aries, but I feel like Spirit is bringing this up because this might affect you in an even more negative way in the future. So just cut loose. Make your quality of life better. We're not here for that long, guys. And you don't get to take any of this money with you. It's great that you want to leave a legacy, Aries, and you want to have more for yourself and your future, children, if you ever have any, or if you do. You just want to leave a legacy, and you also want to feel safe. That safe thing keeps coming up, that you want to feel safe. But I'm hearing that once you let this go and heal, you'll be able to find the right person for you. I feel like this has been a block in finding your true partner, right? Because we've been talking about this relationship thing that's been hindering your relationships, the money that's been hindering your relationships. So they're saying that once you let go of this, because I know that you're very reluctant, very of why do I have to change my ways you're very reluctant to change this. So this might be the first time you hear this, Aries, or maybe you already had a feeling what the problem was and how everybody calls you a cheapskate, how you relentlessly negotiate prices to go down. I don't know. I'm getting so many examples in my head, guys, about you being trying to get the best offer from people, just haggling. And I feel like you do that in your relationships too. You hella haggle, right? Because you don't want to, it all overflows into your relationships, guys. So let's try to live a little, Aries, and let go of that money. Don't hold on so tight. I think once you heal whatever this money blockage is, and I have a lot of money blockages too, so I definitely relate to this. The way that I've been trying to let go my money blockages is I've been doing meditations, I've been doing affirmations, and slowly but surely, guys, my money is getting back on track. So try that, guys. Try the healing, try the the shadow work. There's so much information out there, guys. If you don't want to see a therapist or anything like that, there's so much online and books and videos of and meditations for money blocks and affirmations. So I'm sure that you'll find so much information, but Spirit wants you to tackle this money block, because I'm thinking that money doesn't come in as freely also because you're holding on so tight to it because you think that there won't be more, that it doesn't flow in as naturally. So they're also saying that once you heal whatever this is, besides finding your soulmate, right? Because it's right here, right? Once you heal this, once you let go of whatever this money thing is, you're going to find the right person for you. And it won't feel like a chore to give money or to buy things to this person or to, that's when you'll know that you've healed this, when you meet this person and you don't have the same thoughts of before, oh, what if I don't have enough? What if I spend all this money and I can't get it back? It's just so many thoughts in your head, Aries, sorry. That once you heal that, this person with the same, and see, it's gifts, and what is gonna heal this, it's I feel like you're gonna become more generous, and that is very important for your next relationship to work out. All right, so let's go ahead and bring out one more card and close out the reading, guys. That was very interesting, my dear Aries. And oof, I dropped all my cards. And I know a lot of people like this, that they feel like they never have enough, and they're always saying it out loud too, like, oh, I can't afford that. I can't pay for that. That's too much. That's too expensive. And that is the vibration that you're gonna match. The I don't ever have enough. That lack mentality, and that is something that you need to heal, Aries. All right. Ooh, nice. Okay. So yeah, right. Once you completely like heal this, and it's gonna take time, it's not gonna happen overnight. Old habits are hard to break, guys. But with the judgment thing, I feel like this is a call from the universe, right? The judgment call is all about the universe awakening you to the issue that you have. And it's like intertwined, not just in your quality of life and in your relationships, but in everything that you do. Everything is like calculated. Am I gonna have enough money? Should I touch my money? I don't want to do the money. That money thing is always in your head. So this is a call from the universe to heal this, Aries. They're really bringing it up a lot, okay? They're saying that when you heal this, money's gonna come easier. So as long as there's like a certain flow of money in your life, then you won't have to worry about holding on to your money so tight. And they just keep repeating the same thing over and over, Aries. You got to stop holding on to your money so tight. These are bad habits that you need to let go of. You need to heal. And they're just giving you the heads up that once you heal this, your not just your love relationships will get better, but your friendships, because this could be friendships or any kind of relationships. And only you'll know your story, Aries. You'll know why this money thing is like a big thing to you guys. If this is your story, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, and all of this will make sense. But you do know, Aries, that this has been having a trouble with your relationships, right? This money thing has been giving you issues with your relationships. You weren't quite sure, but I think this is spirit telling you you're right. You're right. This is what it's been all along. And this is something that you need to heal if you want to have a strong bond with whoever you choose to be with next, your lover or your forever person, whoever you choose, right? All right, my dear Arieses, those are all the messages I have for you guys. That sounded weird, Arieses. I mean, my dear Aries. Thank you so much for coming today, guys. And I want to tell you guys that I am so honored and I am so blessed to be able to connect with so many of you. I am so grateful and happy that you guys are here today. And once again, thanks for coming, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye, guys.